All right, let's dive into part 2 of Aaron Rodgers. Let's go to the film. All right, we'll keep going here with the tape as we pick up. Okay, so this is the play that they call mesh. So you're looking right here. Don't really have it right there. Now we're going to go shallow to hook, and then we can work to the backside shallow right here. So you see as it's coming across, he's going to read it right there. A lot of times we just throw it off of that backer. If he's able to work through it, you see Lazard right there with a nice window. Aaron does a nice job of buying time. Everybody's eyes on him. They get lost. This is the big play that he gets to Aaron Jones. It should have led to 3 points except for the block kick. So nice job working through it. Eyes of the 49ers get in the backfield on Aaron Rodgers. Loose side of the playmakers on the outside leads to a big play. And just unfortunate that the Packers got no points out of this. Could have been the difference in a game. Okay, now we're in the red zone. 49ers love to play quarters once again in the red zone. So play that I really like in the red zone that the Packers run all the time is they run this guy vertical down the middle of the field because they know Fred Warner has to take that. Number 3 is going to be inside of this safety, so Fred Warner has to take it. Then they love to run this and this. So once they get Fred Warner running out of there, we get an isolation right here, 1 to 2. But on this particular case, they didn't do that. They went and hoped that they were going to get man, so they go here, and then they go with this underneath. Problem with this is corner's going to fall off on that. Going to probably get a double team, but Fred Warner's going to run with that, and K'Wan Williams is sitting there for the outside one. On the backside, they run a zone concept as well. So they got bodies here, 3-on-2. That's a man concept as well. So they don't really have an answer. Here you see it. What's Fred Warner do? He runs out of there. They double and cover that. K'Wan's right there for the under. There's really nothing for Aaron Rodgers to do in this situation. Leads to almost a sack, fumble right here, or leads to a sack and a fumble, but they're able to get it back. And again, blocked field goal right there was the difference. Okay, now we're working into the second half. We're only 4 completions for Green Bay. So I was really surprised here. We talked about the choice route that they run with Davante Adams earlier. Here they got K'Wan Williams tucked inside, Davante breaking out of it. Not really sure. Aaron's looking over there, not really sure what stops him from taking that. That's the throw right there. You got leverage, you got your guy, the corner's off. That's a throw that he normally makes. Here they're running a double move, stop, trying to get it back to him, which again, but they're just late on their timing. So you see him pumping back here. Can't really find anybody. Does a nice job scrambling again. Guara has a chance for this. Should have caught this ball. Should have been a completion. Just missed it. Going down a little bit low. But again, surprised that here's the matchup. We got Fred Warner working here again. We got the leverage from the get-go. Surprised he didn't put it to his main man, Davante, there. And then has to scramble once again, try to make a play. Packers didn't make the play. Okay, so we're in a 3rd and long situation here. So going back to cover 2. Okay, going back to cover 2. All right, we're going to run down the middle. We're going to run the seam, and we're going to run the go. All right, so when we get cover 2 like this, we're going to verify this guy goes backside. If he doesn't, I'm going to take my one-on-one to Davante back here. But once he goes backside, now I got to get my eyes to the front side safety. Get my eyes to the front side safety, and I'm really thinking outside guy to inside guy. If I can get him to turn here, my shot is down the boundary right there. Pretty good protection as he steps up, and you see it right there. I get the safety to turn, shot for him right down the sideline here. If he's just a little more patient in the pocket, but that pressure, getting him uncomfortable, but there's a shot right there. I got safety turning. Big play opportunity right there if Aaron felt comfortable to stand in there and take the shot. Again, 49ers forcing the check down, forcing them to go the long distance. And as we know, they struggled to go the long distance in this particular game. Play action. This is just a great job. Play action, really trying to get Lazard here on the skinny. Greenlaw does a nice job of covering that up. Can't get the window in there, but great job by Aaron to come off of this to Devontae, who pushes that safety high, crosses, and Aaron does a nice job putting that out there and getting that big chunk play. Nice read by him, not forcing that skinny post in there and coming to his number 2 read. Okay, so here's another one. We've got the little choice route right here. Devontae decided to break out of it right here. And so anytime you're playing this quarters, always want your eyes on this corner. Okay, I don't really like the stutter here and then the go, because the stutter and go takes too long. I like to just break Devontae out of this, so these guys want to peek back and jump. We got the shot down the boundary to take this shot. But really, as a quarterback, when you have that, you've got to come out thinking go ball. You know that you can recover to this one, because if this guy drops back and covers the go, you've got a whole bunch of distance from here all the way to sideline to make that throw. So you can be a little bit more patient, and you got to read the corner first, because it's tough to read the choice and then try to get back up to the corner, because if that happens, this safety is going to try to work over the top and double that. But you see right there, see the hesitation? If Aaron's just hesitates a little bit longer and sees the stop of the feet, there's a chance there that he drives that in and gets the touchdown. We talked about that last week, that I wouldn't have been surprised if he tried that at some point, because these corners like to peak. Again, you want to get a completion down here. I understand it. Usually read low to high down in this case, but just got to keep those corners honest. But they get this in there. They complete this right into the hole. Leads to a big hit, but they get the completion down here. All right, so so on this particular play, we've got that slant and flat, and then we've got a stick and a flat and a go. Would have liked to have seen Aaron. We really like this slant flat, as we talked about earlier, when it's middle closed. Okay, so when there's not all these bodies over there and there's specifically not a safety sitting inside to take the slant. Safety can take the slant. This guy can come off and take the flat. So against quarters, I'd love to see him read this out the front side. Okay, and again, you could start with this corner if you wanted, just like we did on the last play, that it's an automatic out. If this guy settles, hit the go over the top. You expect him to go deep, so you're reading 1. This guy matches to it. You're right back there 2 and trying to hit that window right there. Coming back to this side, you almost expect to have to throw the flat because of all those bodies. Now, you're okay throwing the flat, but you see everybody coming off and squeezing, and you see the opportunity right here. Boom, right there to be able to make one miss, or if you complete this on time, maybe to turn up here and get into the end zone. Okay, so it leads to this. Okay, and here's the play that I'm talking about. They go here to try to work Fred Warner. He gets out of there. Okay, then they use Davante Adams to go here. And if K'Waun Williams drives off of this, then they try to jump over the top and follow and get it over the top of him. And then Lazard goes here on the third one. What I would really like to see on this is, I like this part of it where they go here. I'd love to see Davante Adams go right now. Okay, go right now. If he goes right now, it puts this guy in a bind. Okay, because that guy's sitting at 3 or 4 yards. Come up, come right off of him, and get to the middle of the field. That puts all the pressure on this guy, or this guy wants to chase it, leaves a huge void out to this side. You're going to see how this gets cloudy here. So we go vertical, Fred Warner takes it like we expect. Great. Now we need Davante to beat him here. But see how long it's taken him to beat him, and so he's holding it off, and the throw really is the outside throw. Even though they've seen this, he's starting to drive it right here. But you see, Davante tries to make that move. They cut him off. He's going to try to go over the top. He gets jammed. Got to get right out there for the throw. And there's the throw right off of, but you see, again, it's all discombobulated in here. They're too close together. There's not great spacing, where I'd like to see, boom, come right now. So now Fred Warner has to come off. You get the one over the top, or you clear out this window much bigger, make it a little bit easier on your quarterback to read through that and make that tight throw. leads to another sack down here. Got to settle for 3. All right, so here's a look where they're going to bring pressure. Okay, they're walking up. Are they going to run out of this? Or are they not? They're going to end up bringing pressure off this side. Okay, and I was talking about this on Twitter. I don't like it because they don't have a quick throw. So they're going to keep this safety over the top and run a go route. And once again, we're going to have 2-on-1 over here with Devontae. And I just don't like the option. I know they've had success with this, but man, this is just a tough relationship. Safety up over the top. You got to try to fit it in there. As good as they are, to me, that's just not a good option, and really no chance right there. So now we're bringing the pressure. We're bringing the pressure. We got vertical, and we got this under right here. Okay, so I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing the pressure off the front side. Really don't have it picked up because they really have 2 guys coming free there against 1. So you're really what we call hot right here, but there's no quick throws, okay? I shouldn't say that. He's not looking, but we get a little peek right here if you like that. Put it on him. Otherwise, hit Lazard out here on the under. Instead of trying to go 2 against 1, you see it right there. There's an easy completion right there. Who knows? Maybe he can break a tackle. He can get going, but at least we're getting a positive play here on 2nd down instead of trying to jam it in there against a 2-on-1, even though, again, I've seen him have success against that. Safety can't get there. They're so good with the back shoulder and all of that, but I just think it's a low percentage throw, even though it's a higher percentage for these 2 guys. It's a low percentage throw across the board. Okay, now let's see this. 1, 2, 3, 4 down linemen, 5 and 6 linebackers walked up. Okay, so you see Aaron Jones stepping up here. He's going to have to take one of these linebackers. The 5 offensive linemen will take the other linebacker. This safety right here is unblocked. This safety here is what we call a side adjust. That I can't expect Aaron to step up here and take the A-gap and try to get back here. It's just not going to happen. So if this guy decides to blitz, we've got to adjust this back here to try to take advantage of it. Back in the day, we would run a hitch or a fade or even a slant here if this guy comes. So I got to get it out of my hands before he gets there. So you're going to see there's the mug there. The mug. They're going to bring both of them. Aaron Jones trying to get back there. But in trying to get back there, it's so tough with all these gaps trying to cover who's got who because they're sliding. If we just had a quick throw, and you're going to see it. No quick throw, no quick throw. They're overloading us with pressure. We have no answer right there. And Aaron got to take a sack, right? And I know a lot of people say, well, this guy's open right here. Yeah, I think he's trying to get it to him, but he chipped first. And so all the throws are down the field. We've got pressure. We need to get it out of our hands. We have no quick throw. And as much as Aaron wants to try right here, he's got to protect the football. Takes another sack right there just because there wasn't a good answer for that pressure and some kind of side adjustment there to make a play. All right, talked about them confusing him and fooling him at different times in this game. So you'll see it. It looks like we're going to have a rolled corner right here and a rolled safety. So they've got a run play called right here, okay? And then at the last second, they're going to rotate back. Corner's going to rotate back. So Aaron's going to come up and try to hit the hitch to Davante Adams. Great job here by the linebacker who buzzes out hard after the snap. You'll see it right here. Oh, I think I got the hitch. I'm going to come back and hit it. Nope. Boom. He buzzes out there. Everybody else is blocking the run. I've got no other throwing options because this is just an RPO. Great job disguising it, buzzing hard out there, still having 6 guys in the box to be able to take the run. Now Aaron has nowhere to go with it. He buys time and throws it away. Ineligible man down the field, puts him in a 5-yard deeper hole, and this is the last drive that they have of the game. Okay, so here's that play that we talked about before. Boom, out, corner, check down. Okay, so he's coming to look at this out. But again, we get a hard match with K'Wan Williams. Mosley's over the top for the corner. You don't have either one of those. So either coming backside to read your high-low or just dump it to your check down right there. Get something back here on 2nd down. Okay, he's trying to try to force this one. You see the check down. You see the possible in on the backside or the check down to the backside, giving us a possible option because K'Wan Williams is right there, and he knocks that away. missed opportunity, which is going to put us in a 3rd and long situation here. The end of the game, okay? So, again, good job fooling them, right? What are they doing right here? I mean, I have no idea. You got guys walked up, only 3 linemen. You got safety, safety, safety. You got guys all over the place. I'm going to guess they're going to go back to some sort of quarters, but could be a cover 3, and there it is. They're going to go to 3. On the snap, boom, they're going to drop down. This safety is going to run back. Got to get your eyes on these inside safeties to see what they're doing. So the route here is post, corner, in. The old Wasp play that we saw from Kansas City in the Super Bowl. They got the big play to this corner route to Tyreek Hill. They ran this against San Francisco in the first meeting this year. They hit Devontae Adams on this for that big gain that set up the final touchdown here. The only time you're really thinking the backside post is if all the safeties are down and they're jumping something underneath, but not when a safety goes back to the middle of the field. Safety goes back here, and you'll see it. There's the opportunity, middle of the field, wide open right here. What he threw in the game last time, if he throws this again, man, they might be set up for a field goal to win this game. Instead, he's trying to get it to his main man, throwing that post 2-on-1, just really tough. Good job by the 49ers to play that. But again, you see it right there. If he hits this in right here with these guys running, he might be set up for field goal range on that one completion. Takes the shot down the field, incomplete, and that's what finished the game. No more plays for the Packers. So there you have it. There's a look at why the Green Bay Packers are not moving on and the San Francisco 49ers are. Some opportunities that were out there, some really good things by the 49ers, and that's what it comes down to. I think the weather played a factor for sure in the Packers being successful throwing the football. And as I always say, it's one of the reasons why I don't like the weather. I want to see Aaron Rodgers and all the best players at their best. You don't always get that in the weather, but I know everybody's got to play in it. It's the same for everybody. But unfortunately for the Packers, they weren't able to put enough together and make enough good plays offensively to move on.